Alright, so I got this, and I am just going to give you a quick troubleshooting tutorial on it because I got this sewing machine at the Milwaukee Restore or the Wauwatosa Restore, sorry, for a very reasonable price. It is a white rotary sewing machine. Serial number 77 series 214910 or 1D. I cannot quite read that last letter. But this book that came with it, which I thought was awesome that it had a user's manual, does not actually go with the sewing machine. I had to do a little research to figure out why. It turns out when they were getting everything straightened out with sewing machines back in the day, because they haven't really changed that much other than the computerization from when they were originally made, they were still working some things out. So these are the directions in this book, and this is what you would use as a tension adjuster on a machine if it were the machine that came with this book, which was, I think, from 1938 onwards. The problem is that this, and I still have it in just to make this easier for me for putting it back. If you look at this piece and this piece, there's a little bit of a difference there. And it is because this is, I am not absolutely certain, but it is my belief that this is a pre-1938 bobbin case. And this is directions for the post-1938 bobbin case. So I am going to just show you very quickly if you happen to get one of these, because most of them are still in perfect working condition. This one is in, like, there's a little scratching on the cabinets, not much. You can barely really see it until I turn it over. But aside from that, this thing is completely in perfect working condition. And I got it to replace my generic $30 sewing machine that I had made a video on that I've been having problems with, and it's just not powerful enough to work on a lot of the things. So we're going to do a quick tutorial video here. I'm going to set my phone right there. All right, make sure this is it. So if you need to adjust the tension on this machine, what you're going to do, let me make sure this is in the video, is this little thing right here is actually the tension adjusting lever. So you're just going to take your finger and push it back or forth to adjust the tension on this lower bobbin. And that is how you do that if you get one of these machines. You just, again, slide this back and forth. It does have a little pressure. I have a broken thumbnail right now. If you have a broken fingernail, I do not recommend doing it with that finger. But yeah. From what I have gathered, this is tightening and this is loosening. And yeah, that is how you adjust the tension on this if you get one with a piece like this. Otherwise, I believe you can also replace it with a newer bobbin, but don't quote me on that. I am not sure. Also, again, if you get this machine, the directions in this book say to just stitch forward to thread it. I'm going to very quickly undo it just so I can show you. Or actually, no, I'll just tell you. So when you're doing this, what I recommend is unplugging the top. I do like the feature where I can unplug the top and there's no electricity going to this motor, but I can still keep it plugged into the wall. But when you're doing it, instead of threading forward, and there's a knot on this, which I pulled out because I was adjusting the tension and figuring it out, you will actually turn the dial as if you were doing a reverse stitch when you go to thread the needle from the or to pick up the thread from underneath the plate for the lower bobbin. But yeah, just some quick tips for the older version, or what I'm guessing is the pre-1938 version of the white Rotary 77, that I hope help you guys out if you end up getting it.